Mandana. Oh wow, I
Hi.
love your haircut.
Thank you. I give it to myself.
Oh wow. So during this quarantine phase, you're experimenting with your haircuts and all.
Yep. I'm experimenting with a lot of stuff, and my hair is definitely one of them.
So what all are you experimenting with? Like, I would like to know what all you're doing so far.
Okay. So far, I've given a haircut to myself. I've given a haircut to my dogs.
Okay.
I'm coming up with. So basically, it depends what in my fridge it's gonna expire. So I make food with that. So which is like today, I made these. I mean, it wasn't like pizza, but I toasted a bread and I made this mix with my mushrooms and potato and tomato and some cheese on it, and I put it on the bread and I put it in the oven, and it was tasting like pizza. So
Wow,
and I add some eggs on it. Yeah. So I've been doing a lot of experiments with a lot of things in my house.
So Mandana, are you staying alone or like do you have your family members with you right now?
No, I'm staying with my two dogs,
Okay.
and I had a full-time maid with me, a help who was she was staying with me, but now she's not there, so it's only me and my two dogs. Yeah.
Okay. So aren't you feeling lonely? Aren't you feeling like, okay, now it's time to just, just step out and like, how are you feeling, in this quarantine
To be
phase, just be yourself?
to be honest, I'm so busy throughout the day. I don't have really any time to think about anything about like going out or any sort of those thoughts, because I wake up at 6 in the morning. I have to take them for a walk. They're literally like babies, so I have to feed them. I have to take them for a walk. I'm giving them bath. So there's a lot of work to do with my pets. Also at home, I need to cook, clean, jaru, pocha, bartan, laundry, and taking care of my shopping, taking care of my food. So there is a lot to do for me. To be honest, I am missing my friends and family, but right now I think I have accepted the fact that this is our new reality. This is our new normal, and you need to give your best, and you need to do your best, and just hope for the best, and let's see how long it's going to last and what's going to happen next. Yeah.
I believe your family is in Iran and they're also stuck, at this moment because of the coronavirus. And like, are you following up with them on a daily basis? I hope everything is fine at your home, and I hope no one is affected as of now, with what is happening.
I mean, I was really stressed because my mom was in Tehran and she was alone because my entire family, they have moved to our farmhouse. And so finally, after, I think she was alone for 48 or 50 days at home. So we managed to shift her to our farmhouse. And now I'm a little bit more relaxed because at least now she's with my brothers and, she's with family. So, but yeah, I'm quite worried because, the healthcare in Iran, it's not as good as any other countries. The government hasn't really managed to control the situations. Yes, I have a lot of worries, but, but I mean, I can't do anything about it. And, I talk to my mom, I think 3 times a day. We video call, and she makes me really jealous these days because the place that she's stuck, it's mountains, rivers, and greens, and I'm stuck in my flat. Yeah,
that is the best place to be right now, I'm sure.
Yeah, and then she's stuck in a beautiful spring, and they go for evening walks, and it's so beautiful when I'm stuck in a flat. So yeah, so she's having a great time right now, and yeah, everyone is safe and healthy.
Mandana, your personal life was of late in question a lot, and when you split with your partner, and now we also see like celebs actually coming, and doing a campaign on how say no to domestic violence, during a quarantine phase, and you also had your own personal haunting experiences with your in-laws. So would you throw some light on this, and somewhere do you feel that something major steps should be taken on this, because you have had your own, difficult journey when you had been through the situation. Tell me something about it.
Well, I think all I want to say that in a place like India and in my own hometown, which is Iran, domestic violence is one of the biggest cases which is happening, and a lot of people they either not talk about it, and then when they talk about it, they don't really get support from their family or their friends or even from the government, and the cases is going to just like go for on and on for years. So all I want to say, you definitely need to take action. There is no justification for being in an abusive relationship. Abusive relationship, it's not only about getting physically beaten up by someone. It's in a lot of level, it could be just a mental abuse, which is putting you down, abusing your getting abused by hearing nasty things about your family, not having a freedom to getting out of a house, and all those, it's not done. It's any sort of a level, it's not done. And the first thing I want to say that make sure that you're talking to your family about it. Make sure your friends and family, they know, because sometimes I have been in that situation. Sometimes when you are in that situation, you don't really realize, because of all the pressure that you're taking, you're becoming someone else, and you kind of becoming detaching yourself from life, and you're becoming very depressed because of all the pressure which is on your head, right? And I think I was really lucky that I took a step when it wasn't too late, or it wasn't late. And I think I might not get support. I didn't get any support from public and from people around me, from the society, and from the industry. But I definitely got a lot of support from my friends and family, because they told me later on that the time that I was under that so much of pressure, I was someone else. I was behaving like not myself. And the moment I was out of it, yes, it's a lot of pain. Yes, it's painful. It's not something, especially for in my case, because I just got married. After 6 months, 7 months, everything was just going really wrong. And of course, people are gonna start talking. Are acha, इनका तो अभी शादी हुआ. Oh, she got married because of so and so. Oh, she did this, he did that. That's it's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pain. But if you take that step, and if you stay strong and come out of it with much stronger personality, you come out of stronger. Believe me, it's nothing like it. The moment you are out of it, the moment you achieve conquering that whole situation, you become so strong that you can't believe that what a pity situation that I was in. And you kind of grow out of it. And I think in my case as well, the time that I was going through everything, I think I took a lot of actions from being angry, being disappointed, being heartbroken, and which I shouldn't have. And I feel in situation like that, no one is right, no one is wrong, because my right is wrong for you sometimes, and your right is wrong for me. And I feel you just don't have to stay in a situation where your mental health is getting abused. Forget about like getting beaten up. That's just absolutely it's unbelievable how some people can get into that stand. So I think whoever is going through, you need to talk to people, you need to stand strong, and you need to definitely take action. Yeah.
Mandana, what you have to say about online social media trolls? Because even you have got often trolled, and even recently, like a few weeks ago, that because of your bikini picture, you were being called skinny and you were being brutally trolled. So what are your thoughts on that? And do you get affected by such trolls? And what do you have to say on it?
See, internet is an amazing tool to get connected to your friends and family, and for your business and everything. And also in this situation, at the lockdown situation, it's something so important that literally our life depends on it. But also it could be a very scary. It could be a very dark area, because a lot of people hide behind a perfect image. They hide behind that image that they putting out there. So looking at that point, a lot of people who they come and make a comment, nasty comment, it comes from an insecure place, because most of these guys, if you see, they either have a fake ID, and if they don't have a fake ID, there are a bunch of people who are coming from a very miserable place in their life. So I think also the other way I look at it is that I know who I am. I know why I'm wearing that bikini. I know why I'm posting that pictures, and I know what I'm doing with my life. So if someone else who has nothing to do with my life, who has absolutely no impact in my life, comes and says, "Oh, you're Muslim. You're wearing bikini. Oh, acha. आप तो ईरान से है आप क्यों बिकिनी पहनती है and why you exposing your body, oh you don't have job, you don't have work, that's why you are naked all day alone on social media." So those people, they don't bother me, and also because they have no impact in my life and I don't know them. If let's say my mother or my best friend comes and says, "Hey, listen, what you did wasn't right," I will definitely take a step back and look what I've done, and then think about it. But if someone is coming on my social media and putting a negative comment and nasty comments, I absolutely laugh at it and I ignore it, and I respect the love. I appreciate the love that people are giving me, and I think it should be that way, because you don't know who these people are and you shouldn't get affected by it. Yeah.
Also, Mandana, which projects were you working on, before this quarantine phase, started? Like any of the projects which has been put on hold, and what all, things are in pipeline? Please tell us about it.
So basically, just beginning of this year, I signed few projects on Z5. So I was supposed to be shooting back to back for Z5, and I was shooting before the lockdown for Casino. So basically, it's my first web series with Z5, and the show called The Casino. And unfortunately, it was supposed to release 10 days ago on the 10th April, but because we couldn't pack up the last 2 days of schedule, so it's pending. I have a couple of more days to shoot for The Casino before we release it. Then I'm going to be shooting for another project with Z5 right away after that. And I'm shooting something for Endomal and Alt Balaji. Then after all this, I'm going to start shooting for the second season of The Casino. So I'm going to be really busy with OTP platform this year.
And no Bollywood projects do you have in pipeline as of now?
I have one film which we already finished the schedule, and we actually started dubbing for it, and we have a couple of songs left for that movie. It's a movie. It's a horror comedy. It's me and Sunny Leone on the lead, and yeah, we still have to shoot 2 songs for it, and hopefully it's gonna be releasing this year only. Yeah,
that's quite nice. And
yeah.
before I let you go, the last question to you is that what are you planning after this quarantine phase gets over?
Well, I haven't thought about it, but one thing is for sure, I'm gonna go and stuff my face with all my favorite sweets, because I'm not a good baker. I'm trying to learn, but so far I haven't managed to start baking, and I love sweets. So that's one thing for sure. I'm missing my like cakes and donuts and all that stuff. Yeah, that's for sure the first thing.
Thank you so much, Mandana, for your lovely time, and all the best for all the projects and all. And I hope you get to eat all what you're craving for. Thank you so much for.
Thank you so much. It was fun, and thank you so much for having me. Whoever is watching the chat, please, guys, stay at home, be safe, and stay strong and positive.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good night.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye.